But by interrupting the development of the fetus that would normally make its way to be a clone of the male that was used to manufacture it, they are able to put it in an incubator and bombard it with radiation, bombard it with chemotherapy, and change the gender of the outside appearance of this man to female. The official name for the finished product is pseudo-hermaphrodite, a phony hermaphrodite. And that pseudo-hermaphrodite looks, for all intents and purposes, as a woman, and on the outside acts like a woman, and has the ovaries of a woman. But on top of that, inside the body, there's a testy. And therefore, that woman, that hermaphrodite woman, can in fact pollinate, fertilize her own egg, his own egg. Many of these women are being placed in positions of power around the world. Started with Golda Meir, went on to Margaret Thatcher. I don't have to tell you how many women seem to be ruling countries around the world these days, or given positions of power. Are these women really women? Not according to the code I'm reading. So unless 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 clues that I've deciphered over the last 10 years, using these codes, the dictionaries, the Bibles, the encyclopedia, William Shakespeare, the programming done in major magazines, the New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, CBC, BBC, CTV in Canada. All of these things have programs or imagery that suggest they're involved in the plan. Does it mean everybody in CNN knows what's going on? No. But someone does. In a newspaper, it has to be the editor. The word editor, edit, says it in French. E-Z, D-I-T means says. So E says is the word editor. Does everybody in a university know they're teaching false history or incomplete history? They try not to lie outright. They try to lie by omission as much as possible. But when you go to court, they know what they do, so they make you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And yet, as I did on a number of occasions, if I tried to tell the whole truth in court, they don't want to hear. As long as it's favorable to them, they want to hear it. So therefore, the judges who start with the letter J, as in Jerusalem, Beijing, that added the letters I and J in the middle of the word being. You know, when they lived in Africa, they were known as the Bing. And then they were engineered to become the being. And then the being from Beijing. And now that they're on automatic pilot, they're called the Boeing. Always a play with the same letters. I can't explain the code in detail. It would take too long to do. Let me just say to you now that I happen to live on a farm. I believe this farm to be Gimli, a part of what will be the new complex on the visor of the Cap continent above us. I want you to come here. I want you to spend some time with us. It's nothing fancy. It's best if you can afford your own hotel or come in a recreation vehicle and park at the door. It's a prefab 1976 house occupied by two old men who have no money. So don't expect to come here and be treated like royalty. You will be treated instead like friends should treat other friends or neighbors. I will not stand by and allow the Canadian government to participate in a plot to destroy our American neighbors or our neighbors around the world for that matter. But I may not be able to stop it on my own, and I need assistance.